3 years the elder of Felicia Spencer. Both stand 5 feet 6 inches tall. We are official 146 for Spencer, 144.7 for Al Hamid. Spencer 3-0. Al Hamid making her pro debut here tonight. For our official introductions, here's Joe Martinez.
And all five fans, we are set to go with the next bout tonight. 3 rounds, this in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. Weighing in officially 144 3/4 pounds. Tonight, she makes her professional debut. Fighting out of Oakdale, Minnesota, here is Akila A.K.A. Hamid. And her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Also a mixed martial artist, she too stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at the featherweight limit, 146 pounds, and in 3 bouts stands perfect. 3 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, here is the undefeated phenom, Felicia Spencer. And your referee in charge of the action is Greg Franklin.
Featherweight set to fight, Greg Franklin. Our referee, Akila Al Hamid, making her promotional and professional debut against the phenom, Felicia Spencer. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Scottish Rite Temple in Kansas City, Missouri. Spencer comes out high with a kick. Al Hamid circles. Spencer trying to initiate the clinch. Al Hamid fights it off, takes the center of the cage.
Yeah, that was well done. She circled around. You can see she's got some pretty good head movement there, a little bit of boxing head movement where she's pulling back on that corner. It does leave head kicks available, though.
Al Hamid switching up her stance between southpaw and orthodox. When you do some research about her past opponents, and a lot of people that are familiar with her saying she hits really hard.
That's what I've heard as well, TJ. You know, it's interesting. We haven't seen Felicia Spencer get hit super hard yet. Her fights have gone, you know, pretty well in her favor each time, but maybe she's facing somebody with a great deal of power to test her a bit.
We saw some hard strikes there by Al Hamid. Spencer was able to eat him. Now she's the one initiating the clinch here up against the fence and controlling it.
You can see Felicia Spencer's getting her head in the right place underneath the chin in a way that she can kind of control the posture of Al Hamid.
Spencer picked up 2 victories last year, a win over Madison McElhaney, which she said she wasn't really on for. She felt like she didn't live up to her real talents that night, and then she was really on when she defeated Amy Coleman by rear naked choke. See if she can continue that success here.
You can see that she's digging kind of for that single leg or that high crotch position. Al Hamid is doing a great job of wrist control, getting to the inside, controlling the bicep, going down to the wrist, and really doing a nice job defensively opposite her overhook.
Al Hamid trying to get that underhook, maybe get off the fence. Spencer's keeping the pressure on, using her head.
And so much in this position is the structure of your body. If you can get your power, get your hips under your kind of your head when you do that takedown, you're able to get that posture to pull somebody away from the cage or lift them up. However, defensively, you stand tall. It's all about where your hands are.
Al Hamid able to power herself off the fence, now pushing Spencer into it, but Spencer able to get some space. Now she reverses the position. We talk about it all the time. This sort of battle is a grueling battle on these fighters' cardio.
Oh, it really is, especially, you know, and then they get hit with these little shots. Nice head kick spin up there. Didn't quite land flush, but that was nicely done.
Al Hamid not deterred at all, mixing it up on the feet here with Spencer. She's landing some nice strikes. Exchanging kicks there by both athletes. Al Hamid turning pro tonight after a 4-fight amateur career. Very composed in the cage.
Very composed, and she's nice kick. She's doing things that she needs to do to center herself away from the takedown.
Al Hamid has Spencer on the run a little bit here. Some blood now coming from the nose of the phenom.
I love the way that high kick comes from Spencer without any precursor.
And we asked Al Hamid what it would be like fighting inside the Invicta FC cage under the bright lights. She said it's going to be like any other fight. I'm going to walk to the cage, I'm going to get in there, I'm going to feel nervous, I'm going to perform. She's doing that thus far here through round number 1.
Yeah, really doing a great job off-centering her head just a little bit. She actually did a nice job of doing a front kick to the body to just control the forward aggression.
We mentioned Spencer, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We'll see if she changes things up here with 90 seconds left in the round. Maybe go for a takedown. Oh, beautiful kick lands by Spencer.
Wow, she rattled 2 in a row. That was very nice.
Now trying to get that takedown up against the fence is the Phenom. Nicely done there for a moment. Got El Hamid off balance, but able to adjust is a Minnesota-based fighter.
Yeah, El Hamid's posture and her balance right here is really incredible. Propping herself out of her hands right there, staying patient. And we know, Spencer's given her game plan here. She wants to get those shots and get her to the cage and then put her on her back.
Spencer keeping that pressure here. Second one we've seen from Spencer.
Have I mentioned I love the battle for the wrists there, TJ? Just really smart fighting.
Still working is Spencer. Beautiful elbow. El Hamid, though, no worse for the wear. Seems to still be with it. Now trying to get some knees is El Hamid. Now back in space. Beautiful kick. A lot of action here to end round number 1. Spencer coming high with another kick. Now pushing forward. El Hamid with wide-eyed look. Another kick lands for the Phenom.
Looks like watching a 45-pound Tecia Torres with those kicks, just lighting those things up.
There's that black belt in Taekwondo that we talked about. She throws kicks differently than a lot of fighters. She actually throws kicks in combination with both legs. You don't see that very often.
You don't. And what's really nice about that is when you get that chamber from the kick where it's delivered off of the hamstring angle up top like that, it's much faster sometimes than a Thai kick, which you kind of attack the legs and you can attack the head with it. But that snap up there and then putting it down and snapping again makes it very fast and very hard to telegraph.
Let's go inside the corner of Felicia Spencer.
More head kicks, more pressure into the face. Double change and you're going to get ready for 2 more rounds. Expect to win now. Be ready for the other one. That was perfect. Okay, let's go. Hey, Mike, help me out.
All right, seconds out. Headed for round number 2. Akila El Hamid, Felicia Spencer. Featherweights inside the Invicta FC cage. Really fun first 5 minutes. We'll see what adjustments are made by these two ladies.
And we saw El Hamid's eyes get really wide after a couple of those kicks landed to the face. Saying it woke her up doesn't mean that she was asleep, because she was doing great things, but there is something when you get that jolt of kind of that spark to the body and you're like, all right, it's time to be aggressive.
El Hamid throws a kick out early. Spencer definitely looking for that left kick. Now in the clinch, El Hamid able to fight it off.
It looks like she's going to scout for those front leg kicks now and try to defensively step in on the angle of that, or even grab them. Spencer's going to she went to the body and the leg right there. That's smart.
El Hamid, always a fan of combat sports growing up, was originally attracted to boxing and trained boxing. I think we see that sort of style with her punches.
We do, and also just the kind of the composure, the stepping backwards in that pocket, stepping forwards. I think the head kicks are landing because of some of her head. The gloves are a little smaller here than in boxing. Oh, nice shot.
A lot of output here in round number 2 by Felicia Spencer. Doesn't rattle El Hamid. So coming forward. Jab getting through there by El Hamid. Beautiful left hand.
Both fighters are content to switch their stances at any time. Nice versatility of angle there.
Again, trying to initiate the clinch is Spencer, trying for that takedown. .90 seconds into the middle round. Oh, beautiful knee there by El Hamid, forces Spencer to get out of there. Spencer landing some nice jabs, again back into the clinch.
What we see here is when she's in this kind of wrestling, she's trying to do this shot here. Now she wants to get that knee back to the face. And when she's trying to get this shot here, and her hips are just a little bit away from her head, TJ, it's opening her up. It's opening up kind of those over her push outs for El Hamid.
Spencer trying to control the posture of her opponent, now trying to sweep that leg out, trying to get a trip. El-Hamid down.
She's kind of in a squatting position, though. If she keeps her knees are spread hard, if she gets her legs spread just a little more, she will be able to get up. One leg is trapped, but she can kind of pull the other leg, I believe it's her left leg, out from underneath her in reverse.
El-Hamid threw an elbow there, looked like a 12-6, and Greg Franklin warned her. Now in on a guillotine here is El-Hamid. Spencer, the black belt, and BJJ in some trouble.
She's using the cage to try and create distance and push away. Actually, doing that is smart to kind of cut off El-Hamid's ability. Oh!
Wow! Look what Felicia Spencer can do! I have never seen that. Caught in the guillotine, throwing knees. Spencer in some serious trouble here, though.
I don't know that she is. I don't know her neck is all the way trapped, is it?
And she's clear now. Felicia Spencer could do some things at 145.
I love seeing that kind of flexibility and that kind of speed from that position, too. It's nice to know that you can be dangerous from all things. The sport will always evolve for a new technique.
Now really measured is Felicia Spencer with these strikes. El-Hamid getting out of there.
It was great the way she shoved off, too, and got an angle again. And man, Spencer just keeps coming forward with those attacks from all these angles.
Left hand landing for Felicia Spencer. Right finding at home as well. Kick comes high.
And El-Hamid, not showing damage on her face necessarily, but definitely getting cracked a couple times there.
Spencer marching forward. A lot of kicks landing here for Felicia Spencer. A Taekwondo background shining. Beautiful left hand again, but El-Hamid comes forward. Now she trips here. We'll see if Felicia Spencer is able to capitalize. Now down to the floor is Felicia Spencer.
Now, in my opinion, this is a matter of El-Hamid staying composed and getting to a position where she can reverse or get to her feet. I don't think she wants to stay on the bottom and play any kind of guard game with Felicia Spencer.
Half guard here for El-Hamid. We mentioned Spencer, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This is her world.
El-Hamid is pulling her head down, kind of wrapping around there. That does kind of negate some of the pressure of attacks, and she's getting herself in a position where she rolls up so she can push out with her legs and get away.
It's an elbow by Felicia Spencer. 20 seconds remain here in round number 2.
Nice elbows there from Spencer.
Spencer taking her time, not giving up the position. El-Hamid able to kick her away. We'll see what Felicia wants to do here in the final 10 seconds. Nicely done for Felicia Spencer. She was caught in that guillotine, was very innovative in that position, but got a much needed advantage there in the final few moments of that fight. We saw El-Hamid trip and Felicia Spencer capitalize.
Yeah, I think that was really, well, first of all, it was super fun to watch those knees come in that arcing angle over the top and to see how flexible she is. And that kind of accounts for how she can throw those kicks without any delivery beforehand. But it's also very cool to see how composed she was. It was tight for a second, but she used the fence. Now look at the way she's gotten her to the ground. She's got El-Hamid to the ground. She grabs around her head. El-Hamid locks in that guillotine. And you can see the way she's rolling over like that, pulling up. Felicia Spencer's head is caught. I don't think she's all the way down. And she's using the cage, looping over the top, hitting a couple times, and then knees, bango, right there to the temple of El-Hamid. Not all of them got through flush, but the versatility of that also shows that she was really improving the angle by shifting out afterwards, getting her head to a better position.
It's one thing to throw an unorthodox strike like that. It's another thing to land it with some power, and Felicia Spencer did just that. We got some spilled water on the floor in the corner of El-Hamid. Greg Franklin taking care of it.
The composure of El-Hamid, the fact that she, gets to these things, locks that down, is hitting really nice shots, and yet Felicia Spencer just keeps coming.
Final 5 minutes between these featherweights. Felicia Spencer, Akila El-Hamid, TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie. Let us know what you think on Twitter. At TJ DeSantis, at JulesK_fighter, hashtag InvictaFC27. More kicks here to start the round for Felicia Spencer.
Oh, I love that hook kick, and Akila grabs it and runs her to the cage.
See if Spencer can work off of her back. When you have that BJJ black belt, you can sort of sell out on some of those strikes, and she gets taken down, but now she's got a high guard here.
She's a high guard, but she's also up against the fence, which can work against some of the leverage positions she can get to finish submissions. Wrapping her up like that, she's got to really make sure she's trapping a limb when she's moving and getting to a position where she can get to her feet or she can get attacked.
Angled here is Felicia Spencer. El Hamid, very good base. We've seen that throughout this fight.
We can also see the way she's using her left shin to kind of try to control the armpit and the bicep to prevent El Hamid from getting real leverage on heavy shots. El Hamid's very wisely got her arm out there and rolling over the top with those punches, but it's hard with somebody with those long squirrely legs. It's hard to really get a firm punch in.
And we saw those standing knees from Felicia Spencer. That's also a testament to her flexibility. Now Spencer finds a base, able to get on top. Needs to protect her neck here.
She kind of rolled that over to side control. She's not fully there yet, but I think she's not in a position to be choked anymore, TJ. The leverage is nice. She just needs to pass over that knee. Very nicely done there. Now in top position here, this is where she ended the last round, sort of. It was more of a half guard, but here's where she can really get her work in.
It's been a very close fight. This is an important time for Felicia Spencer to get top position. Now she just needs to make it count.
And as for El Hamid, this is not a great time to stay right there. She needs to really shift her hips, get her back to the fence, and work that get up. We saw her get up successfully on a guillotine before. I think she can do it again if she just shifts position. Nope, Spencer, hold her parallel, never mind.
Spencer thinking about that arm triangle on the left side of El Hamid. Hamid able to adjust. Coming up on 2.5 minutes remaining in this contest. A really fun featherweight fight between these two athletes. See if El Hamid can move here. This is a position she doesn't want to be in for very long. Spencer really controlling her.
Yeah, I mean, she's fishing for that leg and really trying to get to a sweet position. I don't know. She's really got to shift her hips all the way to the right and underneath Felicia Spencer's body. I'm not sure she can get there yet, but the cage is a factor. She can use her legs against him if she gets close enough.
Spencer doing enough here to keep this position as well.
Spencer is very comfortable right here, just kind of getting those little shots in, shifting her hips, really trying to improve her position. And it's a slow, maybe pace, but it's also a very constricting pace for her, like for her opponent, I should say.
Now on her side here is El Hamid. What's she looking for here?
Oh, she's got to get up. Yeah, that was actually very not well done there by Spencer in that moment. She really gave up a lot of base and control, and now El Hamid's on top.
The knee on belly here for the Minnesotan. Now in half. Spencer trying to adjust. Coming up in the final 70 seconds here in this fight. This is really important for El Hamid.
You can see Spencer's really trying to get to an angle where she can attack an arm, and she's got the posture's not super high right there, but El Hamid's got some pointy elbows, and I think they can land through pretty well.
El Hamid trains with Spartan Martial Arts in Minnesota. Black belt there, Tom Schmitz, her jiu-jitsu instructor.
You can see Spencer in that high guard, getting to kind of a rubber guard position, almost like really pulling around, trying to break that posture, getting to the angle where, I don't know, attacking the leg like that kind of put her on the bottom. Would have been nice to see that in the arm, I guess, but now it's kind of a leg lock fight.
El Hamid trying to play the leg game with a BJJ black belt. 30 seconds left here. The leg game can induce scrambles. It can also leave you vulnerable to some strikes. Felicia Spencer trying to capitalize on this position.
And it's interesting, it's not really a grounded opponent because although her knee is down, it's down on her opponent. So I guess that's a legal strike. A lot of fighting with the feet there, like using them as grips. I love that kind of fighting.
15 minutes in the books between Felicia Spencer and Akila El Hamid. The featherweight division continues to grow. We saw a lot from both fighters in that fight, and like I said, some things I've never ever seen before.
No, sir, and you know what? I think that has to be the toughest test of each of their careers tonight. I think that was, both of them went into total deep water, and I don't know what the judges are going to say.
Absolutely. You look at Akila El Hamid, I saw some people online going, well, you know, she's taking on Invicta's top prospect here at 145 with Megan Anderson out of the division and continues to grow. You look at Felicia Spencer, she's got 2 wins in this division. El Hamid making her pro debut. Some people thought that El Hamid might be overmatched taking on an established fighter in her pro debut. That was just not the case. She was game throughout this fight.
Absolutely. You set your sights on the king to become the king, although it would be queen, I guess, in this case, TJ. But yeah, you have to set your sights high, and if you get that opportunity, for a lot of people, that's how they break through the door. And I think that tonight we saw Akila Al Hamid is definitely a contender in here. She's an important part of this division.
No doubt about it. The judges tallying their scorecards. Fun back and forth fight between these 2 fighters. Our decision, it lies with Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The totals, all 3 agree, 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, the Phenom, Felicia Spencer.
A unanimous decision goes the way of the Phenom, Felicia Spencer, now 4-0 inside Invicta FC and her professional career. She really is a featherweight to keep your eye on.
Absolutely, and really nice person too. Now, she just won her fight. Her fiance is fighting next week.
It is a family affair in mixed martial arts for the Phenom, Felicia Spencer. Can't wait to see what is next for her in this featherweight division as it grows. Like I said, she is one of the top prospects here in Invicta FC at 104.